Welcome to Liverpool Report, your go-to for daily Liverpool FC news, transfers and match updates. If you're a true Red, hit subscribe and join the family. You'll never walk alone. As Dean Huisen completed his £50 million dream move to Real Madrid, congratulations came pouring in, including a heartfelt message from close friend and fellow Bournemouth breakout star Milos Kerkez. But while Huisen begins his new chapter under Xabi Alonso, Kerkez may soon write his own with a switch to Liverpool reportedly on the horizon. The Hungarian left-back remains a top target for the Reds, while veteran Andy Robertson has delivered a defiant message amid the looming competition. He's not stepping aside just yet. Milos Kerkez has sent a supportive message to Dean Huisen after the former Liverpool target completed a move to Real Madrid. The Spanish defender has moved to the Bernabeu for £50 million after an impressive debut season with the Cherries. He was officially unveiled as a Real Madrid player on Tuesday, with Kerkez sharing his thoughts on the move. Sharing an Instagram post from Huisen on his story, Kerkez added a red heart emoji. Huisen will make his debut for Real Madrid over the coming weeks, and he will be joined by ex-Liverpool defender Trent Alexander-Arnold as the Spanish Giants struck a deal with the Reds to sign the right-back early. Reports in Spain had suggested that Kerkez was also on Madrid's radar, with El Chiringuito claiming they could make a move for him if their proposed swoop for Alvaro Carreras failed. But while they are yet to seal a deal for the Benfica defender, Kerkez seems set on a move to Anfield. As for Huisen, it was always Real Madrid, revealing he had never had any intention of going elsewhere. He said, "A lot was said, but I just concentrated on my football, giving everything at Bournemouth and trying to finish the season in the right way. I wanted to be here from the first day. Once Real Madrid called, I didn't have eyes for any other teams. For me, Real Madrid is the best club in the world, and there is no other club when they appear." He added, "Well, I fit very well the football that Xabi wants to play, and I'm going to try to contribute to the team. Anything I can do to help, I'm delighted to do so. We have spoken a bit about what he expects from me, and I think these will be nice years. Bringing the ball out is something I have, as well as defending. I think I have shown I am ready. I'm here to help the team, and as for the demands here, I want to win titles too. I'm not here to not win titles." Liverpool will now hope that Kerkez strikes up as much of a rapport with his new teammates as he did with Huisen. The Reds continue to chase the Hungarian left-back, with Bournemouth demanding around 45 million for his services. And while a deal looks to be some way off as it stands, current Liverpool defender Andrew Robertson has sent a message to Kerkez. He said, "We're not daft, it looks as if a deal could potentially be done. But until that is done, I've not even given that a second thought. I back myself. I've got confidence in my own ability, and that drives me forward. I've had 8 fantastic years at Liverpool in terms of winning trophies and being a mainstay in the team, which I'm incredibly proud of. I'm not getting any younger. I can't change my age, but I still believe I've got a lot to give, and that's what I focus on. I focus on myself. You can't focus on other people or who you're competing with." Manchester City star Ilkay Gundogan believes Florian Wirtz is not world-class yet, as the latter looks likely to join Liverpool in a record transfer fee. The Reds are ready to break the bank for Wirtz this summer, despite so far being unwilling to meet Bayer Leverkusen's £126.4 £150 million asking price. Liverpool will pay £100 guaranteed to sign Wirtz as they look to close a deal, Mirror Football understands. But they remain locked in talks with the Bundesliga club over add-ons, the structure of the transfer and payments, as no agreement is finalised. Wirtz has not yet been given permission to travel for a medical yet, and nothing has been arranged. Liverpool submitted a third bid for the Germany international last week that consisted of £100 guaranteed with 14 memos in add-ons. And although it did not meet Leverkusen's valuation, it was not rejected. Talks have been ongoing between the clubs since it was lodged. Liverpool remain adamant in the talks that they will not pay the £126.75 asking price, and are continuing discussions over the total amount of add-ons and how they would be structured. Regardless of how close the deal is to completion, Liverpool will have to break the Premier League's transfer record for the 22-year-old, who has his heart set on moving to Anfield after turning down approaches from Manchester City and Bayern Munich last month. It is a mammoth sum, especially when considering that Wirtz's Germany teammate Gundogan stated he is still not a world-class player earlier this year. Gundogan looks set to miss out on being club teammates with Wirtz too, who would have filled the shoes of Kevin De Bruyne following the Belgian legend's Etihad departure. Gundogan knows Wirtz's game well, having played with both him and Bayern's talented Jamal Musiala for Germany for a number of years. He has a high opinion of both, but thinks that if either want to be recognised as world-class, these stars, they will need to join a club capable of winning the Champions League, something Wirtz hopes to accomplish if he joins Liverpool. They're very close to world class. Maybe they are not yet there, but they could be the best in the world in a short amount of time, Gundogan said earlier this year. I feel like it is just proving themselves a little bit more. They are very young. Jamal has done a bit more than Florian because he played a little more at that high level. When you want to be on top and admired as the world's best, one day it's necessary to win the Champions League, and Jamal has already played a few years in the Champions League but hasn't won it yet. For Flo, it is the first season with Champions League with Leverkusen. To be there every single year, to try to get to the semis and final and win it at one point is unavoidable to be world class. Of course, they have the potential and the quality. I played with them for the last 2 years in the national team, and both of them have everything, and they prove it with their teams and the national team. They are both great guys and great characters, so they will be there at one point. Bayern had previously been favourites to sign Wirtz before Liverpool stole a march on the Bavarians, while City ended their long-running interest in the player for financial reasons. Liverpool, meanwhile, have begun the summer transfer window in strong form, with sporting director Richard Hughes already signing Jeremiafrimpong and young goalkeeper Armin Pexi. Georgi Mamardashvili will also join Arneslot's side, having agreed to move from Valencia last year. Spain's midfield maestro, Martin Zubimendi, is on the brink of a Premier League breakthrough, and it's Arsenal who look set to win the race. After rejecting Liverpool last summer and staying loyal to Real Sociedad, the 25-year-old now appears ready to test himself in England. But just as the Gunners close in, a familiar face threatens to spoil the party: Real Madrid's new boss, Xabi Alonso. As Arteta's project calls and Europe's giant circle, Zubimendi's next move could shake the midfield landscape of the Premier League and spark a fresh rivalry in the heart of it. Spain sensation. Martin Zubimendi looks set to join the Premier League ranks next season, with Arsenal in advanced talks to secure his signature. And it was the Real Sociedad star's actions in rejecting Liverpool last summer that perhaps revealed a lot about his motivations coming to England. A move to the Emirates is believed to be on the verge of completion, though there may yet be a spanner in the works. That's following word that new Real Madrid manager Xabi Alonso wants to sign the player from under the nose of old friend Mikel Arteta instead. Zubimendi, 25, showcased his value after scoring in Sunday's UEFA Nations League final against Portugal. And although Spain eventually lost the decider on penalties, he underscored his qualities after playing the full 120 minutes for Luis de la Fuente's side. The coveted Spaniard has been on the radar of several top English clubs for the last year and a half, but it seems the Gunners are close to winning the chase. Despite Liverpool's previous attempt to entice Zubimendi to Anfield almost 12 months ago, it appears that Arsenal's persistence could soon pay off. Reflecting on his decision to snub Liverpool and stay with Sociedad, Zubimendi told reporters back in October 2024, "My philosophy is to do what I feel at all times. So far, things have gone well for me. It is true that there was a lot of noise. I went through uncomfortable moments. The best thing for me was to stay here at Real Sociedad, and I am happy and at peace. There is a lot of noise because of the press, but in the end, everything is easier than all that. Of course, I don't regret it. I can't think that after 4 or 5 games at the start of the season. I made my decision from within. I thought it was the best thing to do. The results don't affect me. I see potential in this team. You just have to watch us train, and I'm excited about having a good season." One can perhaps understand why some players may have been cautious about joining Liverpool in such a period of transition. At the time of their Zubimendi interest, the Reds had just bade farewell to Jurgen Klopp and faced an uncertain future. Then again, it could be that Zubimendi simply isn't fond enough of the Merseysiders to ditch his boyhood club, or perhaps he was simply holding out for an offer that interested him more, and Arsenal appear to meet the standard in that regard. Despite Liverpool's interest in nabbing Zubimendi, his choice to stay didn't stop Arneslot from winning a Premier League title in his debut campaign. Liverpool even came close to winning a treble of trophies before agonising losses in both the Champions League and Carabao Cup finals. Arsenal, by comparison, finished a distant second in the Premier League and only made it to the third round of the FA Cup. It looked as though Arteta's title drought might end in the Champions League, though both that and the Carabao Cup campaign came to an end in the semi-finals. Not that it appears to have deterred Zubimendi, as a switch to North London moves within reach, and there may be one future rival he's particularly motivated to meet in the event he does move to England this summer.